Bienvenue à All Fox Racing PlayStation. We continue to cover the GT3 Backpain series. The last round was at Spa-Francorchamps. We only had 6 drivers, but today we are in a much more majestic environment. It's the Nurburgring Nordschleife. In fact, it's the Nurburgring combined, which includes the Grand Prix loop as well as the longer Nordschleife loop, and we continue to, of course, use the GT3 Ferrari. C'est la voiture que you see on the screen there, the Ferrari GT3 from Project Cars 2. And we should have a very interesting racing today here at the Nordschleife. Of course, much longer circuit. Also very difficult, very challenging circuit for all the drivers, and we should have some pretty good racing, we think. And ooh la la, look at how bunched up these drivers are on the grid. Never understood exactly why in this simulation the grid at the Nurburgring is so bunched up. And we have some familiar faces here at the front. C'est Georges Jesus. Georges has won 5 out of 6 races. I think it's fair to say that he's running away with this championship. He still faces opposition, and today opposition comes from Scott Davley in the front row. Diogo Silva, that's nice qualifying for him in 3rd place. Then 4th place is Diogo Almeida, the only driver this season that has won a race other than Georges Jesus, the championship leader. He has won the race, one of the races at Silverstone. Then is Simon Allen. Simon Allen has been posting some good results, but no wins so far. Then Darren Head in 6th place, Kevin Allen in 7th, then is Peter Adrian, then is Matthew Oliver, Del Taylor, Jumbo, and David Emge. We have almost all the drivers that we had at Silverstone 2 rounds ago, except for Liam Charney, that is not here. Also, Gonzalo Mota is not here either, but nevertheless, we have a very composed grid of 12 drivers here at the Nordschleife. Let's see how this bunched up grid is going to fare in turn 1, which is a pretty tight right-hander, and we have 5 wide into the first chicane, but it's going to be ooh la 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 la. Scott Davlik is going for the lead. No, he's not going for the lead because Georges takes it, and up into 3rd place is Simon Allen. Simon Allen up into 3rd place from Diogo Silva. From nice move there from ooh la 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 la. We have a driver there at the back. Problem for Diogo Almeida. What happened to Diogo Almeida? We're going to have replay of this situation here at the Nurburgring. Of course, first corner always difficult here at this track. It looks like Diogo has lost it a little bit. Let's see if he had any assistance. Oh, ooh la la la! It seems to me that he had assistance from someone. Let's have a look at from behind, and that is Matthew Oliver. This is turn 1, tight corner. Diogo Almeida is trying to make a move there. Ooh la 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 la. Ooh. And this is oh no, that's Matthew Oliver a little bit optimistic there. Well, it wasn't even a move, and he gets hit by multiple drivers. But it was him that triggered this incident. Let's have a replay of this again, because I'm not sure exactly what happened. Everyone was trying to just go around turn 1 and do the best that they can, really. But here you have a situation where, well, you already have like 3 or 4 wide here, because you've got Kevin Allen there in the yellow car. Then it's Diogo Almeida in the middle, and on the right hand side you've got Diogo Silva and Darren Head also going almost side by side there. Now into turn 1, Diogo is going to try to go around the outside of another driver, which I think is Darren Head, if I'm not mistaken. It is Darren Head with Kevin Allen there. And now this is so far so good. Then Matthew Oliver tries to do here a move on the inside, which is going to hit someone, which I believe is Darren Head. but Darren had still under control there into turn one. Now this seems to have sorted itself out here. It's just a bit of hard racing into turn one, but then Matthew Oliver doesn't really brake enough into turn two, and then I believe he may be trying to wait for he may be trying to wait for Diogo, but he's of course in the middle of the track. Now they are running 11th and 12th on the road. Let's see what they can do to recover, as they both qualified quite well. We're still on the GP loop, and it is Jorge Jesus going for another one. It's going to be domination, world domination from Jorge in this GT3 championship. We're still in the Grand Prix loop here at the Nurburgring. We only have 2 laps. It's a short race because a lap is around 8 minutes 30, and normally race is 20 minutes. Of course, 3 laps would be a little bit too much. So the option was to just do it with 2 laps, slightly shorter than usual All First Racing PlayStation race. But look at this, the top 4 are checking out from everyone else, as Kevin Allen leads a bunch of jaune Ferraris. That's the number 31 of Kevin Allen in 5th place. Of course, these are drivers that were slightly muddled there in turn 1 with that incident between Matthew Oliver and Diogo Almeida. And that is Kevin Allen, Darren Head, Dan Taylor, and Jumbo. All of them are together. Then 9th place is Peter Adrien, then is David Emge, and then the 2 drivers that got slightly delayed. Let's see what they can do, as we are now in the actual Nordschleife. And Simon Allen is getting very interested in that second place from American driver Scott Davley. Nice battle there through this section, initial section of the Nordschleife. As we now go into the Flugplatz section, let's see if we can see the cars jumping on the simulation. That would be really great. I'm not sure that would be possible, but yes, you see a small jump there. Ooh la 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 la, this is terrific, as the English would say, as they go now through this very fast section towards the Schwedenkreuz. Of course, very tricky corner here. You can spend all day on YouTube watching crashes from actual people into this particular corner that they are going through. Right now it is very fast, it is camber negative, it is very tricky, and now big breaking point here at Arenberg. And look at this, the top 4 are absolutely going for it, as the English would say. Looks like this is the last lap, and in fact it is the penultimate lap by virtue of course we only having 2 laps in this race. But the top 4 are absolutely nailing it, and something has happened to Kevin Allen. He got overtaken. Ooh, something happened to Darren Head. Oh la 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 la, we have a problem on the track for Darren Head. Darren Head was in ooh la 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 la, he's been in the gravel, and this is not good. And ooh la 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 la, he's go, oh la 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 la, Kevin Allen also in Schwedenkreuz. Let's see the replay of this situation, and let's see. Ooh la 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 la, they both go, oh, they both go a little bit too fast, too hot, as the English would say, in this corner, Schwedenkreuz. And then Kevin Allen is doing a great job actually getting control of the car. This is a great shot here. Let's see what happened to Kevin Allen. And this, oh, and we have something. Ooh, we have problem here at the back between I believe it was Peter Adrien and maybe it was Matthew Oliver. Let's see what happened, because I saw definitely a car rotating, and it was Matthew Oliver. That is Matthew Oliver, who was trying to make a move on I believe Peter Adrien. That was for 9th place. And I believe that it was Matty trying to overtake. Yes, it is. Ooh la 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 la, this is a little bit from behind. Ooh, a little bit optimistic to say the least. And it was Matthew Oliver that saw the worst out of it. Thankfully, Peter Adrian only got a big hit on his car, but fortunately no damage in All First Racing PlayStation, and he continues in 9th spot. By the way, Kevin Allen has done a great job basically controlling the voiture after that incident at Schwedenkreuz. Dernhead, on the other hand, I'm sorry, he is now running last. And we are going to go back to the leaders because this is absolutely fascinating what you're seeing here. Now through Kallenhard corner, you can see there the board, the Yokohama boards with the names of the corner in the Nurburgring Nordschleife. And George Jesus is opening a little bit of a gap here. He's opening a little bit of a gap to Scott Davley. This is absolutely brilliant racing, like we expected to see here at the Nordschleife. This is the slowest part of the circuit, and that is not the ideal line there for sure for Scott Davley. Here comes Simon Allen. Simon Allen into second place. The driver from Yorkshire is making statements, and he's finished second twice at Spa-Francorchamps, and now he's running second here at the Nürburgring Nordschleife. Simon Allen now through the Lauda corner where Niki Lauda crashed in 1976 over here into Bergwerk. And let's have a look at any other changes in the classification from the leaderboard. We cannot see any. Del Teller is now running in 5th place. Let's see what Del Teller can do. He's a very quick driver and he's running in free air. Unlike this driver that we have here, he's running in free air, so he should be making moves, at least reducing the gap. We'll keep an eye on Del Teller as he continues. This is now Scott Davley into this Kasselchen section, the Little Valley in German. As they are pretty bunched up, but George Jesus, as usual, is on his own race already. He's 1.1 second. And this is Scott Davley. Scott Davley is optimistic move, and here comes Diogo Silva. Oh, Simon Allen lost 2 positions in one go. Let's have a look at this from the onboard of Simon Allen, because it was 2 in 1 is what they did to him, as Scott Davley tried a slightly optimistic move there right behind the carousel. You can see him on the mirror, and he goes for it a little bit from behind, but still, and then pushes Simon Allen. Simon Allen goes off momentum. Here comes Diogo Silva and takes 3rd place from Simon Allen. Now through the carousel for the first time here at the Nordschleife, on board with the Simon Allen, who is now in 4th place. Look at this, Diogo Silva almost messing it up as at the exit of the carousel. Let's have a look at where these two stand, and Scott Davley has actually opened a little bit of a gap. It's now the battle between Simon Allen and Diogo Silva for 3rd, and look at this, like we suspected, the driver on the move is Del Teller, the South African driver, is right on the is right behind Simon Allen, is 3 seconds ahead of Kevin Allen in 6th place, but he is absolutely flying now through this Brunchen section as we are already in the final third of this this is not Brunchen section, that was Wipperman. This is Brunchen, I'm sorry, this is actually Brunchen, exactly. This is a very famous section of the circuit through Brunchen 2, and it seems to me that it's Diogo Silva who is being the bottleneck here. I'm not sure he's got a lot of pace right now in this car, as something has happened there at the back to Matthew Oliver, and we are going to find out what it was, because he's been off the road again, I believe, judging by the fact that Dernhead, who was very much behind him, did go through, and this is what has happened. Yes, he has been, he was already in, he had already been off the road, but he has now near, this is a little bit too fast there through that section, and the very unforgiving Nordschleife has make him made him lose a bit of time. 11th is Darren Head, 10th is David Demge, 9th is Diogo Almeida. Diogo trying to recover from that incident in turn 1. 8th is Peter Adrien, 7th is Jumbo, 6th is Kevin Allen, and then is the battle that we saw as they go now through the Flansgarter section, and let's see again if we can see the cars jumping here. Ooh la la la, Diogo Silva all over the place. You can see here you go the little jump, and Simon Allen almost losing it as well, but I believe that Simon Allen and Del Teller, both of them are with better pace right now than Diogo Silva. Ooh la 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 la, Simon Allen, a big problem there through Flansgarten second section. Now through the Stefan Beloff S, and Diogo Silva has actually opened a gap a little bit now through Schwalbenschwanz here. This is the last section of this corner of this circuit, I'm sorry, and 2 seconds is the gap at the front. Let's see at the long straight how many cars we can see as they go through Galgenkopf and to the Dottinger or straight. This is the longest straight in an FIA approved circuit. That's 2 kilometers. It's the maximum length of a straight as well. In ooh la la, we don't have the shot with multiple driver. That is Scott Davlin second. Let's see if there is any action behind between Diogo Silva, Simon Allen and Del Teller. We don't seem to have, because none of them are drafting from each other. As Simon Allen, Simon Allen is close, Simon Allen is close, Simon Allen is drafting, and Diogo Silva is on the cusp of losing that third place. As Simon Allen is going to go for it. No, he's not going to go through Tiergarten. They go into the extremely heavy braking here for Hohenrhein, and this is going to be the end of the first lap. As ooh la 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 la, that's Simon Allen. Simon Allen is going to go for a move in turn 1 surely. The gap at the front is 2.5 seconds. George Luz enters the last lap, but it's a very long lap. Simon Allen is going to go for it in turn 1. Let's see if they give each other space. Simon Allen on the inside, Diogo Silva on the outside, and I think this is job done for Simon Allen. Ooh, Diogo Silva is trying to make the move back. Del Teller is there. Del Teller is trying to make a move on the two. Simon Allen and Diogo Silva continue to battle, and this is going to make them lose enormous amounts of time to Scott Davlis. Scott Davlis is now running on his own. Simon Allen takes third place from Diogo Silva, and Del Teller is still in the mix as well. Let's go through the field after this driver. That's Kevin Allen in 6th, running on his own. Jumbo in 7th, running on his own. Diogo Almeida is in 8th place. He's gone around Peter Adrien. He's gone around Peter Adrien, who is dropped to 9th, and he's Darren Head for company. And also David Emge is not far behind there as well. David running in 11th as it stands, and this is the battle for 9th place between Peter Adrien and Darren Head. Darren Head, of course, delayed with that incident at Arenberg on the previous lap, and not easy to overtake with these GT3 cars in the Grand Prix loop. Here is one such opportunity, and Darren maybe is going to try to go for it. No. And Peter Adrien is clearly, oh la la la, a bit of contact between the two drivers, and I think well, next opportunity will be at the chicane, but this is a different chicane. It's not the Grand Prix loop chicane. Ooh, and Darren Head has something loose on his car. It's just visual damage. Of course, we don't have actual damage here in Nordschleife station. I was saying this chicane is actually a faster version. You can see there at the back the actual chicane. This is just a very fast S corner, and Darren Head now enters the Nordschleife. Unfortunately, here in Katzenbach, is a little bit difficult to overtake. I'm not sure when Darren Head is going to have a realistic opportunity. Let's go through the field. George Jesus is running away with it, followed by Scott Avli, followed by Simon Allen. Diogo Silva is trying to hang on to that fourth place, but this is the closest battle on the track. We are going to move back here in a second. Kevin Allen, Jumbo, Diogo Almeida. Diogo Almeida is recovering from Jumbo. Of course, we only have 2 laps, so we only have the time at the end of the lap. However, we can see that the gap is reducing between Diogo Almeida and Jumbo. Keep an eye on that particular battle for 7th place as Diogo Almeida tries to salvage some points from this first race here at the Nordschleife. Darren Head is not really close enough to Peter Adrien. Let's go back to the battle for 3rd place as they go through the foxhole for the last time. This is the second. Ooh la la la, Del Taylor, not the ideal line there through the foxhole. And this is a very interesting section. Again, very interesting to watch crashes at the foxhole through Adenauer Forest now. This slow section here of Adenauer Forest into now the Metzgersfeld corner, which is the next corner, and Darren Head has had problem. Darren Head has a problem. He lost position to David Emge, and was it another problem at the same corner? Oh la 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 la! It was same problem, same almost carbon copy of what happened in the previous lap. Darren Head not learning. This is and this is they go. Oh no! He had lost it already. Oh, and this is a great shot of rally crossing, but however the damage had been done before because Darren had already been overtaken by David Emge, so he must have had another problem somewhere else through the Atzenbach section, I believe, through the S's maybe, or it was a real overtake. Let's have a look as we seek. So, oh la 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 la, yes, that was here the breaking point, and everyone is driving very hard here, and thankfully the barrier there just catapults Darren Head back into the track, and then his mistake at Arenberg is completed. Is demotion to 11th plus. Let's see what he can do. This is Mathieu Oliver, continues to run 12th, Darren Head 11th, then his 10th is David Emge. But let's have a look at Diogo Almeida. He is 2 seconds behind Jumbo, and Jumbo actually also is close to Kevin Allen, so we might have a battle here for still 6th place. Oh, Jumbo problem! Jumbo got overtaken by Diogo Almeida, and this is again same problem. This is oh la 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 la. This looks like YouTube channel with Nurburgring Nordschleife crashes, because this is exactly how they happen. People just go a little bit too hot into this corner, and let's see, Jumbo actually didn't manage not to hit anything. Almost hit Diogo Almeida. Nice move there from Jumbo, avoiding contact with the barrier, and he did lose position. So now it is between Diogo Almeida and Kevin Allen, but the gap is still 3 seconds. Let's have a look at our race leader, George Jesus. No such problem, 4 seconds ahead. He's going for 6 out of 7 in this championship. The closest battle is here through Metzgersfeld now, and into Kallenhardt for the last time, and ooh la la la, Simon Allen driving very hard, making mistake there at the entrance of Kallenhardt. Diogo Silva has not given up. This is now through the section of the 3-way rights, which is this. Then Simon Allen again on the curve, not advisable in this circuit of Nordschleife to use the curves this way. Del Taylor is a very close observer as they go through this very slow corner for the last time in this race. Oh, Diogo Silva has made a mistake. Ooh la 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 la. Diogo Silva made mistake, a big one, just like Simon Allen before, but now it made him lose a lot more time. And now here comes Del Taylor. Here comes Del Taylor. This is now as a game, set and match for Simon Allen, I believe. Game, set and match for Simon Allen. As now Diogo is trying to just defend from Del Taylor instead of attacking Simon Allen. Just a few more corners to go. We are in the middle of the lap already, and Diogo Silva seems to be struggling with his tires already in this second lap. Ooh la 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 la. This is a very good battle here. Let's have a look at Kevin Allen and Diogo Almeida. Diogo Almeida is absolutely flying. Diogo Almeida is absolutely flying. Look at this. He's right behind Kevin Allen. They are still at the, well, they are the Castelchen section, and we'll keep an eye on this battle because we might still have a battle there for sixième place, for sixth place. Ooh, they'll tell her a little bit wide there through the last section of the Castelchen. Now going into Klostertal, into Stadtstrecke, and Diogo Silva is trying to get that gap down. And he's managing. Ooh la la la, everyone here is driving absolutely on the limit as Simon Allen tries to hang on to that third place for the last time into the carousel. These three go. Let's have a look at Kevin Allen. Kevin Allen is under pressure from Diogo Almeida. Diogo trying to salvage the top six, and not bad race, actually excellent race from Diogo Almeida. He was turned around in turn 2 and was dead last at the time. He's already up into 7th, and it could be 6th by the end of this race. Let's have a look at the battle as Diogo Silva is now much closer. He's much closer to Simon Allen. This is not over. This is absolutely not over. Simon Allen is also struggling with his tires as they go through Wipperman for one last time. It's going to be another Jorge Jesus victory, but behind the battles have been furious, fast and furious, as the English would say, as they go through Brunchen one last time. Let's have a look at Diogo Almeida has lost time. Diogo Almeida has lost time. Diogo Almeida has lost a bit of momentum, lost a bit of steam. Now it's all getting a little bit too late as the leader is already to Flansgarten. Then is Scott Davley. Then is the trio of drivers that are battling for the last place of the podium. I think Dan Taylor has lost a few car lengths as well, and so did Diogo Silva. This may be over by now. We'll keep an eye on other battles. No one seems to be very close to one another. We have one between Peter Adrien and David Emge. David in 10th place, trying to get another position. Now, these three drivers, they are still in the same order as they go through Schwalbenschwanz for the last time. This is a very interesting section of the circuit through the Kleines Karussell. That's the little carousel in German. Of course, it's the penultimate, almost the penultimate corner. It depends if you are running the tourist Fahrten, then it will be this will be the last corner because they don't use the straight. Now, Simon Allen, can he avoid the drafting? I think he's, oh la 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 la, Diogo Silva is drafting. Diogo Silva is drafting. This is not over. This is not over. This is not over. As we can see Diogo Silva drafting, and George Jus is going to win the race, followed by Scott Davley. But we are actually is here because Simon Allen is weaving, zigzagging on the straight, trying to break the draft from Diogo Silva. But this is the last lap, surely. Diogo is going to go for it. Is he going to go for it? Is he going to go for it? He's going to go on the outside. This is a bit tricky to go side by side here. It's a bit tricky to go by side here. Oh, Simon Allen retains the position. Simon Allen retains the position. He's going to not break himself. Oh la 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 la. Diogo Silva is going through. Yes, he's going through. George Jesus has won second place for Scott Davley, and the third is going to be Diogo Silva. What a twist in this plot. The fourth is going to be Simon Allen. Fifth is going to be Dan Taylor. Sixth is going to be Kevin Allen. 7th is going to be Diogo Almeida. 8th is going to be Jumbo. He's running on his own. And let's have a look at this battle between Peter Adrien and David Emke. This is the last corner. Oh la 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 la! The American driver outbreaking himself, almost contacting with Peter Adrien, but it's going to be Peter Adrien in 9th, David Emge in 10th, and then 11th is going to be Darren Head. Not a great result for him. And 12th is going to be Matthew Oliver. What a race we had here, as we expected. It was very competitive, lot of parity, a lot of good racing, and every starter has finished as now Matthew Oliver crosses the line, and your podium is George Jesus, making it 6th out of 7. Now surely this is his championship. Second, Scott Davley, and third, it was Diogo Silva. We cannot wait for race 2, and we are going to go into it right now. to complete the coverage of this round 4 of OFR Station, the GT3 Backpain series. It is a tight championship outside of the battle for the lead, which George Jesus, of course, has pretty much won by now. But let's go and cover the second race of this round. That's going to be race number 8 of this championship out of 10. Only a couple of races missing. There's a round coming in Barcelona for the season finale in the Circuit de Catalunya, which is going to decide the title, but pretty much decided by now, but at least decide second, third, fourth place, and also the ever important chase for the Piston Cup, which at this time of the year drivers start paying attention to see where they are in the overall point standings, considering all the championships that have been happening since the beginning of the season in January. We are at Nordschleife again. You can see the elevation change there. You can see that, look at the foxhole there at the top is very low, and then of course there is a very high section. So you pretty much spend the entire first section descending and most of the second section, and then it's pretty much up until the carousel, and then it's high there for the remainder of the lap. As usual, we have 2 laps here at the Nurburgring Nordschleife, and let's go through the starting grid of this race. And it is different from race 1, as American driver Scott Davley, who was second place in race 1, now is in pole position, followed by Diogo Silva, Simon Allen and Jumbo on the second row. Matty Oliver, nice qualifying for Matty, in 5th place, followed by Kevin Allen, Peter Adrien, Del Taylor in 8th. 9th is Darren Head, 10th is David Emge, 11th is Joe Almeida, only 11th and 12th it is Jorge Jesus that did not manage to set a time in qualifying because he did run off the track on his only qualifying attempt. Let's see if he's able to recover. I believe he will be able to recover, judging by his pace in race 1, but let's see with again a pretty bunched up grid how we're going to do. Let's see if we see any more action in turn 1, and Matthew Oliver problem for Matthew Oliver. He did not start the race. He's stuck on the grid, and it seems to me that he's stuck there. As Scott Davley, we'll see if Matthew Oliver can get going. Oh la 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 la, this is a little bit of pushing and shoving there between, it was Simon Allen, a bit of pushing and shoving, but up into second place. Darren Head, how on earth has he managed to go from 9th to 3rd? We'll surely have a replay of this from Darren Head's perspective, because this was the best start we've seen in quite some time. How on earth did this happen? Let's have a look, and I'm sure we'll see what happened with pretty much the entire grid, as it was Simon Allen got a little bit of a tap from a yellow car. I believe it may have been Jumbo, but look at this, as Matthew Oliver was actually ghosted, so he probably didn't ready up. Yes, he did not ready up. Darren Head making the advantage of Matthew Oliver not starting. Now he has a corridor that is ahead of Simon Allen. Simon Allen then has a bit of a love tap there from someone. Diogo Silva was a little bit stuck there on the outside, and I believe it was Jumbo. As you can see, the drivers continue crashing, and up into 6th place is oh la 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 la, this is George Jesus. George Jesus a little bit aggressive as well, but didn't quite manage to get he managed to get a couple of positions. It was Peter Adrien. Peter Adrien has had problem. He's been off the track, he's been in the gravel trap, and he did not press the reset button, so that's good. Oh no, what happened there? Multiple driver with problem. This is Jumbo. He's going to hit Simon Allen. Let's see. Jumbo was trying to go between Diogo Silva and Simon Allen. Didn't quite work, as Simon Allen then is and then this is the second one, as and then Oh, and then it's multiple cars involved there. Peter Adrian. Well. We'll get another replay of these from. We'll get another replay because I'm not entirely sure what happened. I believe that the problem was that mess at the front really stacked everyone up. Look at this. Kevin Allen is on the inside. This is Diogo Silva, Jumbo, Simon Allen, and Darren Held 4 wide. Diogo Silva is trying to do the corner. Everyone is trying to do the corner. Now, Kevin Allen gets hit from behind there. And I think it's going to be a collision now between Jumbo and Peter Adrian. Yes, it is. Oh, and then look at this. It's also multiple drivers. Del Teller, they're trying to go around, and it was the collision there between Peter Adrian and Jumbo that generated this thing. But of course, they all had been stacked up. Anyway, the leader is Scott Davley. Simon Allen is in second place. Darren Head is in third. Nice start from Darren Head. It was a great racing, and he did well, a bit of pushing and shoving, but he did not mess anyone's race. That's good to see. Great start, lot of positions gained in a very clean way. But the leader is Scott Davley now. Where is George Jus? He's already 5 seconds off the leader. He's already 5 seconds after from the leader after that. Slightly busy start that we had, as Diogo Silva is starting to put some pressure on Darren Head, and then is also David Emge. David Emge is with George. George is already up into 7th. George already up into 7th, and he surely is going to. Ooh la la la, the mistake there by David Emge. Ooh la 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 la, whoa! Problem between David Emge, who did not really want to be overtaken. What on earth went up? Oh la 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 la, a little bit aggressive there. This situation. And let's have a look at let's have a look at this from David's perspective. Because I think that neither driver wanted to. Ooh la 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 la! This was a little bit aggressive from David. Not usual to see it for me. Now he's running in 6th place. He is clearly ahead. Goes through the chicane. He's going to make a small mistake. He's in the gravel now. Now has George Jesus gone? Yes, he is seen the gap. So George is perfectly entitled to go here, but he should leave a bit more space there. He has space on the right of the track, so he could. And now. Ooh la la la, but this was at this point it was George's corner most likely, and he just gets hit from behind from David, and both of them go up in the air, and George Jesus loses more time, and a slightly aggressive maneuver there from David Emge, and George Jesus is not going to like that surely, as we can confirm that Mathieu Oliver has not started this race, so good qualifying, but challenges in the race for Mathieu Oliver. We hope to see him back in the next round. Peter Adrian is running 11th. George Jus is running 10th. Then is Kevin Allen that is now putting pressure on David Emge. Now let's see how David is going to defend this one. 7th place is Diogo Almeida. 6th place is Del Terrell, 5th is Jumbo, and then we've got your race leaders is Scott Davley. Now George Jesus is already 12 seconds from the leader. He's starting to be a bit complicated to gain that amount of time. Ooh la 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 la, that's Darren Head and Diogo Silva almost crashing there into Schwedenkreuz. Diogo Silva had to get out of it because Darren is having none of it in his battle for 3rd place. And Simon Allen is running 2nd. He's trying to hold on to that to the leader, but the gap is already 1.1 seconds. Let's see if we see any other change in the order. As ooh la la la, Darren Head again. Problem for Darren Head. He's trying to is driving quite hard. He's a little bit sandwiched there between Simon Allen and Diogo Silva. Diogo Silva also changed the livery of his car from race 1 to race 2. and now we have pretty much the same livery between Darren Head and Diogo Silva, as Diogo Silva is trying to make a move here at Maxesfeld, not really an overtaking spot, as Darren Head getting very close to Simon Allen. This is all brilliant stuff between three former champions of all force racing PlayStation. Simon Allen, look at this, Simon Allen driving very wide there at the exit of Callan Hart. Look at this, ooh la 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 la, something has happened to David Demke, as mysteriously is still ahead of Kevin Allen, but magically, George Jesus, who was in 10th spot, is now in 8th spot. So I have strong suspicion that something happened here, and I have strong suspicion that it happened at the usual place. Yes, it was, and this was David in 8th spot, losing it here at Arenberg. Does a good job avoiding the spin. Yes, he does, but George goes through. Kevin Allen had lost time already, and therefore up into 8th place is George Jesus. Now he's running in free air. He can show us what he can do to recover. Let's see what he can do, as Kevin Allen not having a great race here in this first lap. He's now lost a bit more time. He's down in 10th spot, as he continues to chase in Adenauer Force. He continues to chase 9th place. So keep an eye on that battle. Scott Lively is leader. Then it's this absolute mayhem of a battle between Simon Allen, Darren Head, Diogo Silva, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. So 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, I'm sorry. I always think that George Jesus is up there in the lead, but he's not. He's down in 8th spot right now. It's going to be his worst. Ooh la 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 la! Darren Head hits Simon Allen. Darren Head a little bit out of control there, hits Simon Allen in the back, and look at this. This is bunching up pretty much everyone else. Jumbo and your favorite South African driver, Dale Taylor, is now in 6th place. This is pretty bunched up, but oh, look at this now. Darren Head is under pressure from Diogo Silva. Darren Head is here in the loud corner. Darren Head is under pressure. Diogo Silva takes the position. Goes up into 3rd place. Darren Head down into 4th, and of course now this allowed Simon Allen to oh, look at this, pretty bunching. Everyone is pretty bunched up now here between 2nd and 6th, and Diogo Almeida is not that far behind, and there's another driver that's running in free air. That is of course George Jesus, your championship leader, the driver that has won 6 out of 7. Look at this, is the problem, because Simon Allen is so busy defending from Diogo Silva that pretty much everyone has a go at it. And now we're going to go into the carousel section, and Simon Allen knows what's coming because he's vulnerable to an attack. Let's see if anyone launches an attack here. No, they do not launch an attack, as Simon Allen is, and the driver, oh la 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 la, Diogo Silva is going to go into 2nd place. Can he go into 2nd place? Yes, he can. And Darren Head goes up into 3rd. Simon Allen, problem is Darren Head nicely done there on the outside of the carousel. Ends up clipping the barrier, but of course no damage enough for the station. And this is absolute brilliant racing here at the Nordschleife. Diogo Silva now in 2nd. 3rd is Darren Head, is recovered now. Nice move there by Darren. Oh la 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 la, Darren Head now is losing it. Then at O'Hart is losing it, and Simon Allen is now. This is absolutely brilliant, and of course every time the driver tangle and go wide and lose time, this is perfect for the driver in front, because just look at the race leader, Scott Davley, the American driver, is 5.8 seconds ahead of Diogo Silva. Ooh, a little bit running wide there in Brunchen, but the big battle is going to be here in between Darren Head and Simon Allen, as they are in a group of 4, and Diogo Silva is already moving a few car lengths ahead of this driver, as Darren Head tries to Dernier tries to hold on to the third place. I'll tell you another driver that must be loving this. That's Jorge Jesus. He's not even aware that this is a battle, but he's gaining time surely with all of this. And Dernier is defending big time there at Franskarten as these two former champion of Volvo Racing PlayStation battle very nicely there at the ooh la 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 la. Simon Allen lost it there at the Stefan Bell second part of the Franskarten. Now through the Stefan Belloff S, and you can see Diogo Silva has completely checked out 2 seconds already between Diogo Silva in second place and Simon Dernier in third. Also, what's happening is that the Jumbo has been caught by Diogo Almeida, and the driver on the move surely through the Kleines carousel for the first time. Oh no! Jumbo spins at the Kleines carousel. This is going to hurt him big time. He loses quite a lot of time, loses a couple of positions as well as these two drivers. We'll keep an eye on them, of course, David Emge and Kevin Allen, 9th and 10th, and Peter Adrien is joining that battle. But let's have a look at the race leader. He's checked out completely, 5.6 seconds. Then is Diogo Silva. He's checked out completely out of third place. Dernier and Simon Allen. Is Simon Allen drafting from Kev Dernier? Non. Answer réponse est non. Réponse is oui. Oui. Simon Allen is going to go into Tiergarten and he's going to go for a move, or is he not? As we can see there, Diogo Almeida, of course, is now ahead of Jumbo because Jumbo span at the Kleins carousel, and the driver that continues to run in free air, it is Jorge Jesus, now in 7th place as they complete the first lap of this race, and the big battle is here for third. They're doing a great job to maintain that third place, followed by Simon Allen, followed by Del Taylor. Del Taylor is in the mix here for this podium battle. Simon Allen breaks later than Dernier. Dernier is a little bit vulnerable. Del Taylor thought about that. And Dernier just hit the gravel there slightly and lost a little bit of time. And then we can see here, this is 55 of Diogo Almeida. And then is Jorge Jesus still running in free air. But let's have a look at this battle, third, fourth, and fifth. Let's have a look again at the battle between David Emge and Kevin Allen, mistake there. This battle is also allowing Peter Adrien, who is running last on the road in 11th, to have a go at this battle. This is still a battle for the top 10 as the Dernier continues. Ooh la la, did I see something, anyone go off there at the Grand Prix loop? And yes, I saw David Emge running wide, and here comes Kevin Allen for 9th place as we'll keep rotating between these two battles. And ooh la la, Kevin Allen, nicely done there. Kevin Allen in that corner in the middle of the Grand Prix loop continues to be, and look at this, there's a battle there at the back between Jorge Jesus, who went around, mistake by Diogo Almeida, and in the Grand Prix loop that's Jorge Jesus up into 6th place. Now he's got a bit of free air and we could see him on the podium, but 11 seconds on this last lap surely is a big ask to recover. He's quick, but he's not that quick, and Scott Davley must be thinking that he's a bit all over the place. The gap has reduced also between Diogo Silva in 2nd place. It was 5 seconds, now it's 3.7. So Diogo Silva trying to still challenge for the lead of this race. Dernier has opened a couple of car lengths from Simon Allen, who continues to be under pressure from Del Taylor, and there is the big guy, the Jorge Jesus, leader of this championship. He's won 6 out of 7. Now he's not going to win 7 out of 8 surely, because he's too far behind the leader, but still quite a lot of racing to go through the Flugplatz for the last time. Dernier, Simon Allen and Del Taylor. And Del Taylor is close. Is he close enough to make a move into the next corner? Not in Schwedenkors, but maybe in Arenberg. And actually, we're going to go to Arenberg because we've seen mistakes from almost all these drivers through this section. Dernier has learned now. Oh, Dernier is a little bit slow there. Dernier is a little bit slow, trying to avoid the mistake. And Simon Allen is right back there in this podium position. Podium battle, I'm sorry. Then is Jorge Jesus, Diogo Almeida, Jumbo, and Kevin Allen, of course, up into ninth. We saw that in that overtaking position from David Emge, who is still in the top 10. This is Simon Allen now at Adenauer Force, trying to show to Darren Head that he's there, and Del Teller is Simon Allen mistake there, and the guy that must be loving this is Georges Jesus, because he's going to reach surely this battle before the end of the lap. We might have quite a busy battle for the podium here. The gap is stabilized at the front with Scott Davley going to go for his first win of the season in GT3. Diogo Almeida is the only driver besides Georges Jesus. Oh, no, Darren Head, and now Simon Allen surely is going to go for it. No, it's Calanhard. Darren Head is hanging on to that podium place, and look at this. Surely, problem for the championship leader. He's lost position to Diogo Almeida. He's rotating on his own at Metzgersfeld. Oh la 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 la. The championship leader, that number 72, is rotating. He did not use the reset button. Well done for George. He's even waiting for drivers to see if other drivers appear. He's lost an enormous amount of time as that's very narrow there. That's Jumbo, and I'm not sure that George Jesus is going to have the chance before the end of the lap to get back into that CCM place. But this is the big battle over here, because Darren Head has been caught again by Simon Allen. And ooh la 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 la, this is great racing. Del Teller on that podium as well. Del Teller, who is fifth in race one. This is Simon Allen. He thought about moving there, and Darren Head's tires are absolutely gone through the X-Muller corner now for the last time, and we'll keep an eye. Oh no! Darren Head spin. Darren Head. Oh, Darren Head, Diogo Almeida goes through. La 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 la. Darren Head mistake at the exit of X-Muller. Now, he was doing such a great job in this race in the podium, and now it's all over as the battle for the podium becomes between Simon Allen and Del Teller. Ooh la 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 la. More action here at Nordschleife. Look at Del Teller. Oh, Del Teller is running wide there at Kastelchen as Simon Allen tries to hang on to that, but Del Teller has a genuine chance. And where is Georges? Oh, no. Simon Allen is all over the place. He's using the barrier. Surely he's going to lose the position now to Del Teller. Yes, he is going to move down into fourth place. Oh, la 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 la. Simon Allen is lucky that we don't have damage in our Fox Space Station, because that Ferrari is absolutely battered, as the English would say. Del Teller up into third, Simon Allen, then is Diogo Almeida, then is Darren Head, and where is championship leader Georges Jesus is ooh la 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 la, it's for second. Oh no, the championship leader is again, and he has been hit by someone that is Jumbo. And I'm very curious to see what happened here. Oh no, it was a mistake by Georges, and this is uncharacteristic. And then he's going to go back into the racing line, and nowhere to go for Jumbo there. As let's have another quick replay from Jumbo's perspective, and this is a terrible race for. Championship leader. I mean, it doesn't really matter because he's going to drop these points, but he was so careful in the previous off, and then this one he just came right into the racing line. There was nothing that Jumbo could have done here, as he outbraked himself, and now he's going to try to... Oh, no, he was spinning. I think he was not trying to go back into the racing line. He was too much wheel spin for the championship leader, and ends up going on a spin across the track, and here comes Jumbo, and where is Georges going to be? He's behind Kevin Allen. He's down in 9th place, but let's have a look at what's happening with the race leader, because he's now in the last section of this circuit. It's 3.6 seconds, so the gap has gone up again. Nurburgring, Diogo Silva in second place, still trying. Del Taylor in third. Oh, problem for Simon Allen. He had a problem there in Castleton and lost the third place to Del Taylor. Now he's got problem. Oh, and this is the breaking points. The breaking point there at, I believe, OFR. He's all over the place there. His tires are now dirty. He's going to hit the curb, I believe, and he's going to rotate. Yes, that's what happened. He's going to rotate and is again hitting the barrier. He's going for jackpot in terms of barrier hits, and guess what? He's down into 5th place, and now Del Taylor is very secure in 3rd place. Diogo Almeida is up into 4th place. That's great racing from Diogo Almeida, not making any mistakes, and a little bit of a mistake there, but he's driving a great race. Diogo Almeida, very consistent, and Simon Allen down into 5th place with Diogo Almeida again off the track, so I should probably stop talking about him. Darren, he's all over the place. Completely all over the place, Diogo Almeida, and he's jeopardizing, as the English would say, his position because, where is the race leader? Troop van Skarten for the last time, and Diogo Almeida still has a bit of a gap for Simon Allen, Darren Head, then is Jumbo, then is Kevin Allen, then is championship leader George Jesus. Surely this is going to be a drop round for him, as he could still do a perfect score because he's got 6 wins. If he wins both races in Barcelona, he will have a perfect score. He will drop a 2nd place, and also this result, whatever it is, as Scott Davley is now on the last straight. Diogo Silva is going to be 2nd, Del Taylor 3rd, 4th is Diogo Almeida. The gap to Simon Allen is still considerable, as Darren Head is in 6th, and let's see now the driver coming to take the checkered flag is American driver Scott Davley. Nice race from pole position. He controlled the race. He benefited, of course, from huge battles behind him. The gap is reducing a little bit, 2.5. He's taking it easy now, but now it's just one more corner, and it is going to be Scott Davley is the race winner here. Race 2 of Nordschleife. 2nd place is Diogo Silva. 3rd place is going to be Del Taylor. Nice race from Del Taylor, not making any mistakes, and podium position for Del Taylor. 4th is going to be Diogo Almeida. He's off the track again, but now it doesn't matter as he only has to accelerate. 5th place is going to be Simon Allen. He's going to be disappointed with that. 6th place is going to be Darren Head. 7th place is going to be Jumbo. Look at this. This is everyone outbreaking themselves here in the last corner, and and this is Kevin Allen, and he was ahead of George Jesus. And did they connect with one another? I don't think so. I think they just pretty much everyone forgot to brake. Now Kevin Allen is in the barrier. George Jesus is stuck. George Jesus is completely stuck. And where is David Demke? David Demke is going to go for 9th place. Surely he's going to go for 8th. If Kevin Allen, and this is disastrous for the championship leader. He ends up in 10th, and almost David Demke is going to go. Side by side racing, and who was it? I believe it may have been David Demke. It may have been David Demke. We need a photo finish here because Kevin Allen was slow because he was recovering from. This is incredible. On the last lap, both Kevin Allen and George outbreaking themselves here big time at Orenheim. You see that he's trying to go forward, but not. And thankfully no use of reset button. That's good to see. Now Kevin Allen is now on the right side of the track. Here comes David. Now we are going to see where the start finish line is. This is not the start finish line. This is not the start finish line. This is not the start finish line. Where is David? And David is going to be I think it's still Kevin Allen ahead. Can we do track side here? Can you do onboard? Can you do bumper? Can you do anything that allows us to see? We cannot do a side view, at least that I am aware of in all first racing PlayStation, but this is as close as it can get. We'll double check the final classification as George Jesus Championship leader. This is going to be surely a top round, and Peter Adrien finishes the race in 11th place. So it was Scott Avli, Diogo Silva and Dale Taylor from 8 into the podium. That completes coverage of the Backpain GT3 series, and of course we will not see you in round 5 because there will be no replay, but we will of course keep an eye on that championship battle and the battle behind for second, third and fourth. Still quite a lot ongoing in this championship. For now it's au revoir, à bientôt.